Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Pokemon here, and today we're going to be talking about the 151 set that came out during the Scarlet and Violet era back about 2.5 years ago, I'd say. And I want to ask you this question. I have a mini booster bundle here from the 151 set. It's sealed, and I want to ask you, how much do you think this goes for nowadays?
$50?
So currently on a collector it is selling for about €136.47. That is a major increase from the sale price that I bought it in about 7 or 8 months ago. It was sometime in the summer last year. I remember finding it in a random toy shop in the middle of nowhere, and this woman just pulled down a massive case full of the 151 booster bundles, and I almost wanted to tell her to keep it sealed at the time. I think a lot of people knew that the 151 set was still going to be a massive market mover, even until the cards or that set has stopped being printed. Nowadays, like I said, that booster bundle is going for about €136.47. Now I do want to talk about a video that I posted a few months back. If you're probably a viewer in the last year, you would have seen the 151 booster bundle opening. In that video I managed to pull the best card in the set. G is competitions are being played. I'm butchering. Fuck! No way! Oh my god! Which was the Charizard EX SIR from that set. And at the time, I think maybe a month or two after I did that video, I decided to sell it raw on eBay. Now, I had plans of getting it graded as well because it was actually a pretty good contender for a PSA 10. But I just decided to sell it raw just in case, because I think at that time I just couldn't be bothered to grade with PSA. And also, it was around the time of last summer, so at that stage, PSA had stopped providing their service towards Europe due to the tariffs. This sale was made on my eBay on the 3rd of June 2025, and I sold this card for €187.89. Now, this is the best card from the whole set. If you look at the price for it nowadays on Collector it sells for €424.04. So that was maybe 9 months ago, we'll say 9 months ago, and the profit margin is 125% 9 months ago. So for a 9-month span, at 125% price increase is, yeah, that's just unthinkable. For a raw card too, by the way. Again, this is not graded at all. The 151 set is just blowing up at the moment. I think, is it the right time to collect 151? I think personally this question is very open. It's very personal because this can be said about any set, no matter if it's 151 or Ascended Heroes or Destined Rivals when it blows up, because really at the end of the day, if you really want those cards and you really want that set, there is no perfect time or bad time to realistically buy. If you want to collect 151, go for it, because I think the set will still keep increasing in sales no matter what the card is from the set, or if you have sealed products like an ETB or booster bundle. I think genuinely it'll just keep increasing in sales constantly into the future. It is the 30th anniversary after all, and the 151 set is the original 151 Pokemon from the Kanto region. So I can imagine that is probably another driving factor for this market surge in the 151 set. If you even look at the 151 Ultra Premium Collection, it's selling for on average €691 at the moment. That is on par with the 25th anniversary UPC as well, which is crazy because when you think about it, this 151 UPC probably only came out about 2 years ago, whereas the 25th anniversary UPC came out 5 years ago. So about 3 years difference, and they're around the same price as each other. There's always one box set from the 151 set that I've always wanted. It is the Blooming Waters Premium Collection, and I've never been able to get my hands on that. I know Costco had sales on that, I think early last year, if not the middle of last year, and I was trying to get my hands on that, but now we don't have Costco in Ireland, but there is one in the UK, and you have to be a Costco member, set up your membership and all this kind of stuff. So I couldn't really managed to get my hands on it at the time, even though I was over in London. I remember when they had a restock of it, one of the restocks of that Blooming Waters Premium Collection in Costco. Still never managed to get my hands on it. I think it's just honestly one of the coolest box sets that you can get from that 151 era. Now, I probably will never be able to get my hands on it at this rate for retail price. I wouldn't be mad if I had to pay scalper's price nowadays, because like I said earlier, it kind of is one of those things where if you do enjoy the set and you do like the cards in it, there is no right time or wrong time to realistically buy it. At the end of the day, everyone knows the 151 Pokemon from the Kanto region, the original 151 Pokemon that started the whole series. Obviously this is a very nostalgic set for a lot of people that have been out of the hobby for a while, or just wanted to get back into the hobby in general. Another thing is that Chinese market for the traditional and simplified products, there's always going to be some 151 labeled product that comes out probably for Probably even for the next few years, to be honest with you, because they're still going with it with the gem packs. The gem pack volume 4, I think they're on now with the Rapidash, that's on the box art. Before that it was gem pack 3 with the Gengar. So China are still pumping out the original 151 Pokemon in each new set that they come out with. So that's going to be a massive surge in popularity back into the community again. It's just at the end of the day, when it comes to the language of the product, when you compare it English, Japanese and Chinese, we'll say English will still be at the top, Japanese probably second then. Although saying that, the exclusives in China for the traditional and simplified products, they are much better, and they're, again, exclusives at the end of the day, so they're only exclusive to those Chinese sets. And they are very, very nice, like the Pikachu Gengar from the 151 Surprise set. So it's very hard to say which one will creep up in terms of market prices if we're talking about different language Pokemon sets, comparing Chinese and Japanese, we'll say. So what are my thoughts on the 151 set and the upsurge in the market for it at the moment? To be honest with you, I think it's kind of insane. I also think that this should have happened a good few months back already. 151 is loved everywhere. Everyone knows that the card list for that set is amazing. So I'm really surprised in a way that this didn't kind of happen earlier on last year. But sure, look, it's happening now. The market's going up for the 151 set. I think if you're looking into buying any of the products or any of the singles, now is a good time, to be honest with you, because if you really like this set and you really like the original 151 Pokemon and the cards that are in that set list, then yeah, go for it. You know, there's no bad time or good time to do it. It's just, if you're really into making a profit margin, then more than likely in the next few years or the next few months even after this, the pricings will still surge. So you don't have to be really too worried about that, to be quite honest with you. A lot of people ask me when I make sales, like that Charizard EX card that I talked about earlier, they ask me if, you know, I'm upset that I didn't hold on to it longer or anything like that and wait for the market price to move up higher. No, not really. Like, you can ask even vendors like card shows about that sort of thing, and they'll say no, because there's no right or wrong time to sell. So yeah guys, that's my whole view on the 151 set overall and the massive surge in the market prices for them at the moment. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.